Each individual person makes his or her own choices. In other words, as prisoners of war, and that's what I say that non-white people are on this planet. All of them are prisoners of war of the system of white supremacy. We are already prisoners. So every prisoner has to make his or her own individual decisions. And under VGQ, what I call Victims Guaranteed Qualification, every victim of racism can make his and should make his or her own decisions about what he or she is going to do or not do in regards to racism at any time, at any place. And I am not qualified, or no other victim of racism is qualified to judge how another victim is going to react to the system of racism, since all victims of racism are equal prisoners. We're all prisoners. There's nobody who has color in his or her skin who is exempt from being a prisoner of that system. So therefore, one prisoner can't judge another about how they are reacting to the system of racism. People have different types of pressures on them. People have different types of anxieties. People have different types of what they consider to be their obligations to other people or their connections and whatnot. Or just like you might say, the person just gets tired. And so if a person tells me as a fellow prisoner that they're just tired of fighting, I mean, I can't judge that person because I'm not tired, so I just go ahead and do what I'm going to do. Each individual, that's why the textbook for victims of racism is called the United Independent System. You don't have an obligation to anybody except the goal itself of replacing the system of racism with the system of justice. So you don't really pay any attention to what anybody else is doing except just to observe it and say that, well, you hope that whatever they're doing is working for the best, and if it's not, you don't pass judgment on it. But you always pass judgment on the white supremacists. Why? Because they have set up this bogus world system that is excruciating to the people, most of the people on this planet. It's a system that never should have existed.
Yes.
So all criticism should be directed toward the white supremacists, regardless of what happens.